Hello everyone, welcome to Ajwai's channel. And this is 20 minutes challenge day 5. I hope you are all enjoying this 20-minute session of programming along with me. So we are going with Quest Kips Learning grade 7 CBSE computer textbook. We have started with the 8th chapter control flow of Python program. Till now we have completed 4 days in which we have talked about operators, types of operators. In types of operators, we have come across 5 different operators. First, arithmetic operator, in which we have unary, binary. Then we have gone through the programs in ideally tool. Then there is string operator, where we have performed concatenation and replication operation. We have seen 2 programs related to that. Brain booster, we have seen how the outputs of these statements will be reflected. The next operator is assignment operator, which is a single equal. And I also have discussed about how a single equal assignment operator differs with double equal, which is in relational operator. So we have this relational operator wherein we are going to perform whether two numbers are less than, equal, greater than, not equal, less than or equal, greater than or equal. So we are going to find the relation between two numbers and the result will be in the form of like usually yes or no or in the form of true or false in programming language. We have seen a program related to that. And the last operator is logical or Boolean operators where we have and or not. And I also have given you a simple trick to remember logical and or operation. In this also, the output will be in the form of true or false condition only. We also have seen operator precedence, like in mathematics, we'll be using BODMAS to calculate, simplify by mathematical expression. Similarly, in Python programming, with all the operators, these are the precedence, priorities given for all the operators. And this was the first part of unit chapter 8. So this is a cheat sheet or summary sheet which gives you glance of what different topics are there and under which you can quickly recap. Active recall can be easily done with that. And next, the second part of the chapter is control statements. We have talked about types of control. In the previous video, we in the day 4 challenge, we have started with the sequential. Yes, this is the cheat sheet. So control statements, we have started with the sequential statement where we have done a program in which the statements are being executed one after the other. That is, line by line execution is done without branch or loop conditions. The second control statement is conditional statement in which we have 3 types. If condition, we have done with if program in the last class by using a program to find whether you are eligible to vote or not. So this is the flowchart. We'll have flowchart and syntax for you to understand how if condition works. In today's video, we are going to go with if else condition. First, we'll see the flowchart and the syntax. Then if else condition with the programs. With this, we'll complete the chapter. I hope in this 20 minutes of challenge, today's challenge, we are going to complete Python programming. Right, let me first get ready for the topic that we are going to discuss. Then I'll start the timer. If you remember, we have also done this program 8 of sequential statement, taking 3 subjects, calculating the total and average. So we have already done this in day 4 challenge. Conditional statements, we have talked about if condition. This part, iterative, is just the third category of control statements where looping conditions will be there. So this in detail will be there in the next year, that is in grades 8. So as of now, here in this, you have only just the definition what iterative statements are. So you need not worry about iterative, just will be completing this conditional statements. So we have also talked about this if statement in the previous video where we have seen this flow chart. A flow chart is typical diagram, pictorial diagram you can say, where we are going to use some shapes like rectangle, rhombus, circle, square. A specific shape is used for specific purpose. In your case, in like showing the conditional statements, you will come across a rhombus. This is to test the condition. Wherever you have any conditions to verify, we will be using a rhombus in the flowchart. And the rectangular box is for computation or normal statements that is to be executed. So in if condition, we have first a text expression. So if you see the syntax is nothing but like grammatical mistakes in the programming is referred as that is referred as syntax. Like normally in English language, we'll have grammar that tells you how you are supposed to write a correct English sentence. Likewise, a syntax in programming language means the same correct way form of writing program or statements in the programming languages. So the syntax of if condition is you'll use if is a keyword followed by a condition. So there can be any relational operation, logical operation, any operation you are going to keep over here with a colon. A colon is important because once you keep a colon and press enter, you will see there will be indentation. Indentation means a tab space will be there automatically. Now, this tab space or indentation is to refer that the statements 1 and 2 these are belonging to the if condition. That means this is the body of if. Now, if you don't want the further statements in the if, you have to again start from the beginning without giving any tab space. Okay, in the next program, we'll come across that. And we also have seen program number 9 in the previous video. Till this, we have completed. Write a program to find if the person is eligible to vote. For voting, you should have age of 18. So till this program, we have completed in the last video, day 4 challenge. Now, in today's class, we are going to start with if else statement, right? So this is the point we are going to start, and let's see we can complete the whole chapter in this 20 minutes of challenge or not. Let's start the timer. All right. So if else condition, here you will see that you'll have if with a condition, and then there will be else part as well. Now let's say if I give you an example, you will let's say you have to go to school, but if it is raining heavily, you will not go to school. So you can keep an if condition for this. If it rains, now what is the condition? Raining. It should rain. Now in the if condition, what do you keep? If it is raining. So this condition will be raining. Now, if it is raining, what you are doing? What is the body of the if condition? I will not go to school today. So that can be a statement, a print, or any equation or something that you want to write under if will be based on the condition will be executed. So when the condition is true, only then statement set 1 will be executed. Now in our case, in our example, if it rains, you will print I will not go to school. Else. What do you mean by else? This condition, if it is false, then do this thing. Do statement set 2. So you will have two statements now. Statement set 1, statement set 2. That means if you see in the flow chart, you will see that a rhombus test expression will be verifying whether the condition is true or false. If it is true, there will be a body of if condition. Then when the condition is true, only then this body of if will be executed. Or else, if this condition fails, if it is not raining, what happens? Body of else part. So whatever statement that you have written in else part will be executed. If it is not raining, I will go to school. So that will be a statement set 2. After this, if you want to continue with rest of the program, You will not give any indentation. Directly you will start writing the other statements. So that will be statement just below if. That is normal program, right? So this is similar to if statement. Now if you see the first condition, if you have only the condition will be either in true or false condition, but there is only body of if. We don't have body of else part. If the condition is false, what to do is not written in this. Only if condition will be there. Whereas in if else, that means you have a condition, and for both of these condition, whether it is true or false, you have two things to be done. If this condition is true, do this. If it is not true, do that. So you have two tasks or two body of statements to be executed. In that cases, you will be using this if else statement, right? Let's understand this clearly with a program. So we have a program to demonstrate using if else statement. Again, they are using the same, whether you are eligible to vote or not. So directly we'll jump onto this ideally tool to program. I'm using 3.11 version of Python programming. As I have to go typing the whole program, I'll open a new file and will start writing. Those who are like familiar with the programming can do along with me, else just do it slowly. You can pause the video in between and try to complete yourself first. So I'm taking a variable age. Enter your age. So here, if you see, age is a variable like a container which holds the value. What value? I'm asking user to enter age. So input function, input keyword will take the value from the user, and this message will be displayed what you are supposed to enter. Now by default this value will be a string by default. Now to convert that into integer, because your age will be in the form of integer number, so you have to convert that into integer before storing into this variable, before keeping into the storage box. Now we'll keep if condition. What is condition? If your age is greater than or equal to 18. What is the syntax? Colon. Please remember the syntax should be proper. If you miss anything in the syntax that is given, you will get an error. Okay. So when you keep a colon and press enter, you will see automatically indentation. The tab space will be provided. Now tab space means what? Now whatever I'm writing now will be part or body of if condition. What do I want? If your age is greater than or 18, you are eligible to vote. So if your age is greater than 18, you are eligible to vote. This is the message I want to print. Now there can be else condition. Now if you see here, once I have pressed this, you will see a tab space will be provided. Now this tab space is because if you have still any statements to write in this body of if, then you have to continue. If you don't want with the body of if, just press backspace. You will come with the same line. Now you are supposed to write else, and else will not have any condition, because the first condition that you gave, if this condition is false, that means automatically it is else part. So else means what? You are not 18, you are below 18. So what I'll do, when you press enter, else you are not eligible to vote, right? So this is how you are writing. Now run the module, save the program. Now this is my if else condition, and enter your age. Now it is asking me to enter my age. Let's say I am 12 years old. You are not eligible to vote. You are still small. You should be 18 years. What if I give 18 years? So if I give 18, oh, you are eligible to vote. Now if you see here, the program works perfectly fine if you give anything 18 and above to print, you are eligible to vote because we have given here as greater than or equal. If you don't mention equal, this 18 will not be considered for vote, right? Now here if you see we have two statements. This is called body of if because when this condition is true, the statement will be executed. This statement is body of else. So this else body will be executed only when the condition is false. So either do this or do this. This is if and else condition. I hope you have understood this part. If you are like getting any doubts or if you have any questions to ask, please comment in this video. I'll be happy to reply back to you. Going on to the next, we have, okay, we are done with this. Now there is an exam, brain booster, where it is asking, write a Python program to input percentage of a student. Display the message pass if the student has scored 40% marks or above. Otherwise, display message fail. All right. So we are supposed to take percentage of student. Now let's jump into this. I'll just take the same program because I don't want to write the whole thing again. I'll edit here itself. I want percentage. I'll write per. Enter your percentage. Now percentage if it is greater than 40%, right? If it is greater than 40, pass. If the percentage is less than 40, fail. That's it. Yes, that's it. That's it. The program ends here. What is the question? Write a Python program to input percentage of a student. So I have taken percentage from the student. Enter your percentage. I have taken this as integer type because I'm expecting 10, 20, 30, 40, anything which is integer type. If you are expecting a float type, let's say if I'm writing it as a float, let's say I have got percentage of 45.7, right? So you can take that as float value. What is to be done? Display the message pass if the student has scored 40 marks or above. If it is greater than or equal to 40, display fail otherwise. Right? Now let's run the program and execute this. Enter your percentage. Let's say my percentage is 45.8. Pass. And let's say if I want to execute once more with, I have got 39.8. Fail. 39.8. It is not rounding off. It is just taking 39.8 because I have mentioned float value, right? Only if it is 40 or above 40. What you will get if you are writing 40.1, can you guess the output? Or you can just try and show me the screenshot in the comment box what you have obtained, right? All right. If you have still any doubts, please mention that in the comment box. I'll be very happy to help you out. The next question, I want you to go through and try out and give me a thumbs up if you can able to complete that. Next, going with the last one, if else condition. This is like continuation of the previous one. So if you see here, the flowchart and the syntax. Now first we'll go with the syntax. First is if condition. If condition 1, right? Now there is first condition. If this condition is true, statement set 1 will be executed. That's good. Okay, same. Elif. Elif means what? If first, this is like combination of else and if. So what we have seen in the previous, if condition fails, you will go with else part. But in else, you did not had any condition there. Here, you will have a condition. So that else and if is combined to get elif. If first condition is not true, I have another condition, second condition. If this condition is true, statement set 2 will be executed. Elif, that means else. If this condition is also not true, I have one more condition, that is if condition. So elif is this else and this if. So you can have any number of elifs in between, and always at the end you will have an else part. What do you mean by else at the last? All these conditions, condition 1, condition 2, condition 3, you can have condition 4, condition 5, any number of conditions you can have. If all those conditions are failed, this else statement will be executed. Right? I hope you have understood that. Let's go with an example. Let's say, mm, what good example can I give for this? If, elif, and conditions. Let's see. Okay, here in this example, they have given input is to be given any number, and you have to check whether it is a positive number, a negative number, or a zero number. Okay, so first value is to be entered, and the statement first condition that I'm keeping here is the number positive or not? Suppose I have entered a 0. What happens? This first condition, is the number positive? No. The answer would be no. So what happens if the first condition fails? Statement 1 will not be executed. It will go for second condition. Now I have entered a 0. Now your second condition is your number negative? First I have checked for positive. Next I'm checking for negative. Is your number negative? No. In that condition also, this statement 2 will not be executed. It will go for checking the third condition. Is your number 0? Yes, it is 0. Then you are going to print the number is 0, neither positive nor negative. Once this statement is executed, it will come out of this if else condition, and it will execute the statements below the conditions. I mean, it will come out of the if else part. If this even the last condition is not satisfied, the last body of else will be executed. Now here if you see, we have series of conditions and series of statements. Whichever condition is satisfied, once suppose if I have given a positive number, first condition, yes, true, number is positive. Statement 1 will be executed, and it will come out of this if else part. It will not go for checking the other conditions. Once a condition satisfied, it executes the body of that condition and comes out. That's it. All right. So this is if elif. We'll go with program number 11, what we have just talked about. So we'll take a number. Let's take a new new file, number. I'll ask. It is integer type because number can be positive, it can be negative. Enter a number, right? Next, I'm checking condition. If number, how will you check if the number is positive or not? Positive means what? If you see on the number line, a number is positive if it is greater than 0. So greater than 0 is all positive, right? So this will be my first condition. Print number is positive. That's it. Now I think you can guess for the other condition. What will be my elif? I should give a condition here also. What will be the condition to know whether the number is negative? On the number line again, if you see, number, if it is less than 0, will be negative, right? So I can just print number is negative. Now I don't have any other conditions, so I'll just write else. Now if it is not positive, if it is not negative, obviously the number is 0. Right. So I'll print number is 0. That's it. If you have the other statements, like uh, apart from this if and else, you can continue without giving any cap space or indentation. Now let's run the program. First save it. This is our if, elif condition. Right, enter a number. Let's say I want to give a 0. Number is 0. Right, that's correct. Let's check if I have number to be as a positive number, or let's check for negative number. Okay. Okay, so I'm entering -3. Number is negative because I have given condition as number less than 0. So it is checking for the first condition. First condition -3 is greater than 0. No. Next, it will go for elif. Is number -3 less than 0? Yes, yes, yes. So it will go to this statement and executes number is negative. After once it is executing this part, it will not go to the else part. It will come out. So if you see in the flow chart, it is very clearly mentioned that the statements after the executing of if or else elif statement, it will come out of this block, right? So that's it with if elif program number 11. Next, if we go with program number 12, what is this? Okay, the same program, different outputs they are mentioning here with positive, negative. Program number 12, write a Python program to display the name of the day according to the input user given. So if say Monday is given, Tuesday is given, so they'll be giving number, and according to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have to display whether it is Monday, Tuesday, or till Sunday. So I think this will be easy for you to program. Just take a number from the user starting from 1 Monday till 7 Sunday. If they are giving other than these numbers, then you can write the else part as the number is not from 1 to 7. Please enter number from 1 to 7. Invalid option is given. So that will be the message that you can keep if the input is not from 1 to 7. Right? Then we have Brain Booster, one more program corresponding color code. It is similar to the previous program. So that's it. We have completed chapter 8 with if, elif, and else condition. Right. In 20 minutes, we could complete this control statement if. And if you go with iterative statements, it is just the definition given here. Iterative is nothing but statements which are repeatedly done, executed repeatedly. So if you see here, these statements are also known as looping statements. Loop means continuous happening. Enable the execution of statements, set of statements to be repeated till the given condition is true. So if the condition is false, it will come out of the loop or iterative statements. So this will be there in the 8th grade. You don't have any programs or anything related to this iterative, just only the definition. I mean, how what iterative is, that's it. So we are done with this chapter 8. Let me know whether should I have to go with the programs, rest of the programs, or brain developer questions or activity, whichever you want. Please let me know in the comment box. I was thinking to go with picking up the next chapter as Tinkercad tool. We have, mm, let's see. First is digital literacy, multimedia, coding. We have AI and robotics. Right. I am planning to go with circuit drawing with Tinkercad to pick up for the next class, for the next section. Let me know if you are okay with that, or if you suggest me something, I'll be good to go with that. If you have still any doubts or like to like message me something, please keep in the comment box. I'll be happy to help you. That's it for today's class. Thank you. Bye bye.